Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Marvel Monday. It is the final Marvel Monday of all time. Just kidding. It is the final Marvel Monday for a little while. I'm going to be gone, going to a few things. Pro Tour for Fab, going to Star Wars Celebration after that. And then we're also done with the, knock on wood, we're done with the campaign after today, assuming we don't lose to the old...
Assuming we beat it?
Venom Goblin.
I sure hope we do.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
How's everybody doing?
Storybook ending.
I want to know, this weekend, it felt like summer finally hit in Oklahoma.
In like a heavy summer rain followed by depressing heat and humidity kind of way.
Yeah, it really did, didn't it?
You walk outside and it's like, you almost feel like you're in a bathroom where someone's taking a shower.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
You're not in the shower,
but
you're just in the room where the shower is going on.
I know exactly what you mean. I went on a run yesterday in the middle of the day because it was like, everything's fine. Seems nice there. Yeah, the audio should catch up also. This thing should catch up.
Igor was saying what I was saying.
We're working on that.
And the world prompted you to go on a run?
Well, to look good. Because you don't get this sweet body sitting here playing games. Let me tell you.
Actually, that's exactly what you get. Years and years of sitting here playing games.
No, you got to exercise.
This mind is sharp as a whip.
It's so hard to find time to exercise anymore. So we had time, and it was
adulting.
Like, okay, let's go. Let's do it. I've got some rock rings, which is like a climbing workout tool in my house that I've hung up. So it's like, all right, let's go. And then about a mile and a half in, I was like, I'm so hot. I was so hot.
Yeah.
And then
Isn't it weird when we see
finished
that all
the run.
time?
Yeah. I was telling in the marketing meeting today, having to play football in high school.
Miserable.
The idea of putting pads on and going out in 150-degree weather is crazy.
Insane. Yeah.
How does this work?
We had basketball during the summer.
Yeah.
And before
that old gym was awful.
Both gyms neither have air conditioning.
Yeah.
So it would just be inside in the unbelievably
just the
hot
armpit
building.
Yeah.
Playing basketball. Just like dripping with sweat.
At least football, you're outside.
Yeah.
Well, maybe was better.
Except for you're also like having to like tackle each other and stuff. Basketball is a much more
but
gentlemanly sport.
On both counts, the sweat's getting all over everybody.
Oh, it's disgusting. Yeah.
It's
Actually thinking back to it, it's like,
Yeah. I told myself after track especially, I told myself I would never run for somebody else again, and I haven't.
You just run for yourself.
I run for myself, yeah, which is notably
plus everyone
not
at home who gets to
hard.
view this bod, as you put it. John Tucker saying Summer League was the worst.
Oh, so bad, right?
Hey, check this out. Sorry.
We're doing the finale today. We're not just talking about exercise habits. Venom Spider. This is where the Venom symbiote takes over the Spider-Man.
You know what's fun about this? It's Venom Goblin.
Venom Goblin. It takes over the Goblin.
Yeah.
The Green Goblin taken over by the symbiote.
The insanity that is Goblin with Venom, it's pure chaos. But funnily enough, this is set in New York City. The main scheme is called Skies Over New York City. We also have 3 other main schemes.
Ooh, the Manhattans.
Midtown Manhattan, Lower Manhattan, Upper Manhattan. I'm going to New York this week.
Oh, right. You're going to New Jersey.
Well, I'm going to New York and visiting New York, and then I'm playing a tournament over in New Jersey.
Or yeah, you're going to New York and you're visiting New Jersey.
That's right.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, Zach, our very own Zach Button, going to the Pro Tour. One of those things that people do whenever they really compete at things. Like you hear about the Magic Pro Tours and stuff, and
pretty wild.
People like Justin Gary, who we've worked with recently over Soulforge Fusion, talking about being a Pro Tour player in Magic, in 2002 or whatever. And now Flesh and Blood's doing a Pro Tour, and so Zach's going to go play in it. I'm not.
More on that tomorrow.
I've got a gig in Fort Worth this weekend. Going back
Texas.
to the Sunshine State, which is, I guess, Florida, so it's not that. But Sundance Square, remember when we did that Fab event in Fort Worth?
Yeah.
And that PAX Britannica coffee or whatever?
Oh, yeah. That was great.
I'm going to see if I can take
Jonathan.
Jonathan
That whole experience
there.
was great.
Yeah.
Would do again.
PAX Beneficiary or whatever.
I thought this was good. Not good. A good comment I wanted to read. Walk Dogger says, greetings. Because of your videos, I went all in on Ashes Reborn. I've been looking for a Magic the Gathering-like game for a while that isn't a CCG. Have fun with Venom Goblin today.
It's exactly that. You nailed it. You found it.
Yeah, it really, really is, though.
Ooh, and I've heard, we're getting some warnings here in the chat. I've heard this as well. FYI, Expert Campaign Venom Goblin is pretty hard, probably the second hardest scenario in the entire game. I've heard that this is similar even to, not as bad, but similar to Ronin, I think it is. Is that the final guy we never fought against?
You know what, though?
We're going to dunk all over
One
it.
and done,
Dude,
I say.
From half court,
once.
it's going right in the hoop.
Yeah.
And
Speaking of one and done.
Yeah? You should. Yeah, you should mention that.
It's the perfect segue. This here is a spider board. It's red, shiny. I'm a big fan of it. It's got blue on the back. You want to go top down just so we can see it real quick?
Yeah, and actually that'll give me a chance. I'm not sure that I remembered to put this in focus. But, it's amazing how even when you move it around... Oh, look at that. Come on, get that light on.
Green Iguana saying harder than Thanos, easier than Ronin. Yeah, it does look good. So this is a spider board. It's hard to see here, but you can see them on the website. These are spider tokens. We have these available pre-order on the website. They will not be available for pre-order for very much longer. Anyone that wants to order them now can. We are making a run of these to order. Basically, not a ton extra or anything like that. So if you want them, now is the time to order them. I'm going to link in a second to the website.
This was an old-fashioned PDP style
token
initiative.
Release. Yeah,
the folks said we want it, and we said, all right, we'll do so.
A lot of people were asking about it, and hey, huge thank you to everyone that actually went and bought it after asking for it. It's been remarkable.
They've been more successful than we were over the holidays. Why is that? You think that's pre-orders, or you think it's Sinister Motives?
Maybe all the above.
Yeah.
I think it's also just making them infinitely orderable. With the holiday tokens, we have been doing the thing where you put so many in stock and they sell out really quickly.
Yeah, I think we're just going to pre-order.
And you keep restocking, which is fine enough, but this makes sure everyone that wants in can get in.
Yeah.
It's not something we can keep making forever, but it is something we can make sure anyone that wants it gets in. And if you weren't aware of it, if you're watching this back later, here's what I'll tell you. Sign up for our community texting list. Number's going to pop on the screen. Join our Discord.
Get them.
Or buy anything Marvel Champions related from us, and you will get emails related to things going on with Marvel Champions. And if you still somehow miss it, honestly, that's just life. I don't.
You can set your email preferences in your account, your Team Covenant account right now, but I'm not certain how functional that is currently.
Yeah,
because we got a rebuild going on in the background, and we're going to make a big transition over to a newer, better framework. But so I don't have the development capital, as you might say, to make that a priority. But once we're over on the new platform, that all becomes a priority.
The limit.
Yeah,
make it awesome. All work.
So good luck, Larry. I hope it's going well for you.
Alex saying, what about that playmat, though? We are potentially going to do that at some point. So stay tuned. Be on the text list. That'll definitely happen there. Igor saying, the board is so good. Show the blue back, Zach.
Here it is. It's the kind of thing that you don't really ever see
what up, Van?
Until you're looking at it from the side. You kind of see it, but it's really just the fact that it's there. You know that it's there.
Yeah, when you're handling it.
It's great. This is a great
Chris
board.
saying +1 for UK shipping. Yeah, limited time stuff like this is really hard to do on the international front.
We got to send a boatload of something over to the UK for it to make sense on the cargo freight shipping
Literally,
front.
You just pack a whole container of stuff.
So if it's like you're going to sell, X amount and it's just not as many as your core lines that you can sell over many years, it's very difficult to do that. But if something was like super hot, it could happen.
Bombay. I think you guys should do an X-Men themed board with the next box.
Honestly, that was ultimately what we gained from the last stream. Is like, okay, of all the boards
Everyone
to do, I think
X-Men.
it's X-Men.
Yeah. On that note, I just started another tag train. I'm just kidding. I don't know that I'll do that again.
Yeah, don't tag me.
I mean, it'll be a very special moment when I request that again.
Yeah, it's fine. I like it. I love people, and particularly interacting with people.
We ever settled the Scarlet Witch, whatever that one hero you were talking about is? I forget his name. He's just not that known.
Well, it's hard to forget because he has more cinematic and television releases than the both of them.
It's on the tip of my tongue. I just can't remember because I feel like he's just such an unknown hero.
Really? Well, if we ask the audience, I bet they could figure out what is the deaf hero who dresses in red and fights with a rod or staff, effectively.
Very specific.
Batons, if you will.
Yeah. Perhaps.
Well loved, has a movie that is okay. Has a TV show that is apparently pretty good.
He's also very good at the childhood game Truth or Dare.
One side of it, at least.
Yeah, I mean, he always takes the dare side, you know what I mean? Speaking of dares, I have a dare for you. I'm just kidding. I had no clean way to segue. Check this out. Kennedy Hawk sent this over. There's an event coming up in Minneapolis. Where are we at right now? May 9th? I think it's like next weekend. It's called Con of Heroes. This is really cool.
Blind Not Deaf. That's right, Alex. Thank you.
Yeah, see,
I thought it was
it was so well known. Steven couldn't get any detail
Blind,
wrong
of course, because
in
in the movie there's all the sound wave
Yeah.
stuff that happens.
Yeah.
I thought it was just vibrations, though.
I didn't catch you on that one because, like normal, I just wasn't paying attention to what you were saying.
And you always know I'm 50% right about Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
So that's about right. I almost had it.
I'm a very intuitive thinker, so it's like in my mind I knew it was.
But now, can those two things really exist together?
Intuitive thinker?
Intuition is different than thought. Certainly. Ask my wife.
Where does intuition come from then?
I don't know. The Lord. It comes from somewhere deep down that I cannot really ever access.
See, I always thought, not always thought, the things I've read are about patterns that your brain recognizes.
Okay.
Being like, it's not something you're actively calculating, like 2 + 2, as much as it's like you've felt this way about a person before, or you have this inkling of what might work or how people might react to it, not because you're consciously saying, last time we made boards available this way, this was the result. You have that inkling that it would
just have that feeling, a connecting of some dots in the background.
All right, check this out.
I like to connect my dots in the foreground myself.
Con of Heroes. Let me see if I can find this. It's literally conofheroes.com.
Great art on that.
If you want more, May 20th through 22nd. So it's coming up. Send us over. They're doing these like really cool, well done, fan made like side schemes.
Those look like normal cards.
Stuff. This is the side scheme.
Are we spoiling it if we show it? Can we not show it?
They sent it to us to show it. But look, there's a Kennedy Hawk. There's literally a Kennedy Hawk.
Is that a real superhero?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. Look at this. Americano. I thought that was funny. I think
that's the kind of thing you would see in this game.
I think these are like promo alt art things they're giving away to people that show up. But last I heard, there was like 100+ people coming to this Marvel Champions.
I love it.
Gathering in Minneapolis at the Game Center, which is formerly the FFG Event Center across from. Look at these card backs. That's funny.
Yeah, it's not Marvel Champions, of course.
Yeah, it's just Champions.
You don't want to. Yeah, they're smart enough not to put Marvel on there.
Yeah, some of these are really funny pieces of art.
So can you go to this? Is this anybody can sign up and go?
They do have a limited number of spots total. And I know that they were getting relatively close to what that was because the event space there is only so big. But it was the wildest thing to me was like, I feel like I'm around this community. You know what I mean? I'm in it, around it. And they messaged me about it like a week or two ago, and I had never heard of it. And there are that many people going to this thing.
So where is this getting talked about then?
I guess in the depths of the Marvel Champions Discord. Maybe Facebook. I don't really check Facebook anymore.
If it's Facebook, well, there's our problem. There's our problem.
Yeah.
Because that's where people and information go to die.
To get commented on by people you haven't seen in a while. That said, if you're anywhere near Minneapolis, definitely check that out. I think that would be a super cool gathering.
Yeah.
I really dig the events where people are getting together, and it's not a tournament. I am playing a pro tour this week, but like those are that's such a cool vibe.
These two are kind of the direct opposites, aren't they?
Yeah, they really
Pro
are.
Tour and then Con of Heroes, where we're just hanging out. I'm sure there's going to be maybe some beer drinking.
I think some of the developers are going to be there.
Game Center's got some beer on tap. Developers. Also, on that note, I saw the thing about Boggs is gone.
The Boggs.
The Bogginator.
He's out.
He's gone. And now apparently there's a lot of clamoring for his cut of Hulk, which apparently was the original cut before it got nerfed.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, now I'm sure after some number of months he can share the details.
Maybe he can, or he can leak them to us, or somebody can leak them to us. An anonymous source.
Hypothetically, if someone else were designing this might what it looks like.
We heard somebody over at such and such pass us this document. We have no idea if it's real, but here is apparently how Hulk maybe was in the beginning. But we don't know who sent it to us or how they got access to it.
Crazy. It's like that 10th
We're basically media now.
The 10th set of Destiny.
Yeah.
Got leaked.
Did it actually?
The playtest files did.
Did it really?
So then someone else did all the work to like put art and stuff on it.
Was it
The whole
good?
set. Oh yeah.
Ugh.
It's like a 28-point crate dragon.
Ugh. Come on.
It was awesome.
I could just play a crate dragon in that game. I would love that so much. Oh my gosh. Zorn was the guy on it?
Yeah. Devastating.
A Zorn crate dragon? What is it like?
Yeah.
Do 3 damage every turn, the end?
Then there's like a You can get Mandalorian, ID11, all that kind of stuff. That was that set.
Yeah, well, could have been cool, huh?
Yeah.
Didn't happen.
It died. Okay, you ready to dive in?
Yeah, let's
back to the mission here. We're on scenario 5 of the Sinister Motives campaign box. If you haven't been following along, you can find those episodes on our YouTube channel, or you can sit tight and just enjoy this one scenario that's supposed to be really crazy hard. I'm just there's so much story here to be reading.
Apparently, the big Marvel Champions Discord and the Hall of Heroes Discord are the most active, and then there's some stuff on Facebook as well.
Yeah.
If your mom wants to learn about it.
Man, just slinging heat.
Dude, on who?
Anyone that enjoys
Zuckerberg?
Facebook?
Yeah, I will do that, actually. I will fight that fight.
Yeah. I'm over it. I used to, be a pretty staunch social media defender, but I just broke. I think 2020, 2021 broke me.
I'm willing to fight it. I mean, I'll have a nice... I'll tell you this. Anybody who wants to actually talk about anything serious with me, which I would love to do at any time, this is my response. 'Cause I get these comments come through on like YouTube and various places. Sometimes it's like, here's this big thing about like, here's my point I want to make, and it's, I would love to discuss anything in depth. Find me in a personal capacity at a convention or something. Let's go have a beer and talk about something. Wouldn't that be fun? Face to face.
Absolutely. I do that all the time.
Humans.
That's part of going to these events. It's so fun.
Yeah.
I think from my experience going from depth of pandemic to out of pandemic.
Out of pandemic for now.
What someone is willing to say in person, face to face, and the way they're willing to say it is very different than what they are willing to say when they're like Google searching facts and figures, and then they want to put a comment together and stuff. It's a very different tone and tenor.
Yeah.
I like in person better.
A little more productive.
But I hate talking on the phone. So
oh my gosh. Say it again. Say it again.
For everyone in the back, I hate talking on the phone.
I did call my mom for Mother's Day yesterday, though.
Yeah.
Which, is the least you can do. And it was a great conversation. But yeah.
Yeah. That was a early point of contention in my relationship. Be like, just calling to check, say hi and talk. It's like, particularly when it's like you're on the way home. We will talk when you get here in 10 minutes.
This is so relatable.
Yeah.
I saw this. It's like, why is there so much dead air? It's like, are you calling for, is there something you have to say? I'm not looking to just like be on the phone.
It is very sweet that you had 10 minutes on your drive home and you wanted to hear my voice.
Yeah, that is actually very sweet.
That's an incredibly fortunate position to be in, to have someone who cares about you that much. But also, when I'm sitting there looking out my back window, just relaxing in the peace and quiet of nothing, I don't want to talk on the phone. Anyone in my life that I love, which is a lot of people, I just don't want to talk on the phone almost at any point ever.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I didn't know you were such a stickler for that.
Yeah. I mean, how many times have I ever called you?
None. Almost zero, unless it's an emergency.
I have never casually called you, I don't think.
No.
In 15, 20 years of time. Yeah. So maybe there's a reason we get along.
That's why it works.
All right. Goblin. This is me speaking. I'm going to do my best Goblin voice. I'm just kidding. I can't. I'll laugh the whole time. Be a horrible actor. You finally decided to join me. I thought you'd be faster. Haha. Spider-Gwen. Shut it, Norman. I'm so done with you right now. Kind of like us on Facebook.
I don't understand. Can you narrate it a little bit or something? Like, it's just... Who's saying this to what? Or?
Goblin said, you finally decided to join me. I thought you'd be faster.
Yeah.
Then Gwen says, shut it, Norman. I'm so done with you right now. And then I said, like we are with Facebook. Then Norman... Storm and Norman says, manners, young lady. Although I'd imagine you're exhausted. You've been through quite the ringer. Unfortunately for you, this is only the beginning. And then he has a little old-looking phone. He hits a button on it. And then Venom starts losing his mind. It's the sound waves. By the way, I should thank you for returning my experiment. The pieces that I dissected are really nothing without the whole. You may have stopped Osborn before, but you won't stop us. We are Venom Goblin. Look how cool he looks, though. I'm so into this.
I need a better name than that.
But Venom and Goblin are two of my favorite villains from Spider-Man, so them together, I've never even conceived of such an awesome thing.
I mean, it does look phenomenal. Venom Goblin's just like kind of a weird name for me. Can we call it like Green Venom or Voblin? I don't know. There's got to be something better that if you're a writer, you know, sure you can come up with that.
Yeah. All right. Using the device he completed during your slog through Oscorp, Norman Osborn finally twists the Venom symbiote to his will, binding with it. This triumvirate of terror takes to the skies of New York City, dropping symbiotic goo on unsuspecting citizens attempting to create the army he was previously denied. Got very excited there for a second.
Yeah.
Et cetera, et cetera. The glider counter. There are 3 main schemes in play at the start of this scenario. However, only one main scheme at a time will have the glider counter, an all-purpose counter, which is placed... Look at this. Want to use one of these glider tokens?
You know we do.
Gotta find it.
Luckily, we have our Green Goblin.
Not available.
Green
Can't
Goblin
buy
threat
it.
tokens.
Everyone that did, thank you for doing it while she did it.
See, already, look at this. Venoblin has been thrown around. Symbioblin. Hobvenom.
Like the Hobgoblin?
What if they just call it... Wait, is Hobgoblin an actual villain?
Yeah, I think it's Harry when he becomes Goblin.
Okay.
I think.
Because, like, Hobgoblin would be a really good name for this, whatever this is.
Well, Goblin.
Ooh, Hobgoblin looks awesome.
Alias of several supervillains appearing in American comics. Most of them depicted. First and most prominent of Hobgoblin is his debut in the Amazing Spider-Man.
Is he he's different than Goblin. He's like a creepier version, looks like. But he still has the glider?
While he was originally revealed to be Ned Leeds. Ned? They retroactively established him to be Roderick Kingsley 10 years later.
Okay. What's his shtick?
Maybe here was just Goblin. What's his shtick? I mean, it's very similar to the Green Goblin.
Yeah, Retro Daniel's saying Hobgoblin is a few different people who have been him. All right, I guess I'll continue the game here. Villain deck, Goblin 1, Venom Goblin 2. Venom Goblin 1, you got that?
Yep. Okay.
Main scheme deck, Skies Over New York A, Lower Manhattan B, Mid Manhattan C, Upper Manhattan D. So all of them on the main scheme there.
Okay.
You skipped right to the glider counter. Why'd you do that?
What do you mean?
Encounter deck, Venom Goblin, Symbiotic Strength, Goblin Gear, and Standard.
It told me... Oh, I already had that together. That's why I did that.
But how will we start our Watch It Set Up channel without watching it be set up?
Okay. So tell me again. Let's just make sure we got it all.
Venom 1 and 2, you got it?
Yep.
You got the 4 main scheme things.
Yeah. Here's the main.
A, B, C, D in order. Ooh,
right
you can't look at that. Can't look at it.
Sorry. Yep. Okay.
Okay. Well, let's stack them. Stack them. We have Venom Goblin, Symbiotic Strength, Goblin Gear, and Standard. You got all those in there?
Venom Goblin, Symbiotic Strength,
Yeah.
Goblin Gear,
And Standard.
Okay.
All right, that's it. And then we have
Our obligations and
whatever this thing tells us we got to do, right? We're on 22.
yes, we have our tech, and then we can read the back of the.
Are we getting ahead of ourselves? We're getting ahead of ourselves. We always do this. The glider counter. 3 main schemes in play at the start of the scenario. Only 1 main scheme at a time will have the glider counter, which is placed on Midtown Manhattan at the start of the scenario.
Do you have this somewhere?
I don't have anything. I have my deck.
Oh, there.
Oh, they're all out.
Yeah.
Oh,
And which
so
one?
it's the same thing we did last time, except they're going to rotate through side schemes.
And you said it starts on which one?
It will start with Midtown Manhattan.
Okay.
And it will move between the main schemes through card abilities.
Right.
When threat would be placed on the main scheme by the enemy activation, card ability, or acceleration icon, place it on the scheme with a glider counter. Additionally, when an acceleration token will be placed on the main scheme, place on the scheme with a glider counter. Anything that refers to the main scheme refers to the thing with a glider counter. Encounter cards refer to the main scheme, refer to that scheme. During step 1 of the villain phase, place threat on each main scheme according to its own acceleration value without reference to the acceleration values of other main schemes. Likewise, each acceleration token places additional threat only on the main scheme it is on. Let's set this up. I don't know what order we're supposed to. Put the lower
This is
Manhattan,
our new
Midtown, and
Goblin
upper
counter.
into play. Place the glider counter on Midtown. Flip this card and set it aside. Oh, okay. Well, there we go.
What's it saying?
It says flip it and set it aside. We can't read it yet. Set it aside.
Okay.
Okay.
So we don't need this.
We don't, technically. We can put the 3 up here. Look, let's do upper, mid, and then lower. Like that, see?
Well, boom.
One of them's upper, because it's on top.
I get it.
You following me?
You have a future in this industry.
Oh, yeah. Can you tell me why this one's in the middle?
So first we need to look at the origin of the word middle.
All right, put the public outcry environment into play. You got public outcry for me, please.
Public outcry, he says.
Ooh, spam blast. Can you help me?
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
You might. I'm not convinced. And when all the spam comes through the chat, does it go away when we ban it on Restream, or is it still there? Tell me if all of that is still there.
What's the name of it?
Public outcry. It looks like everything we've done previously.
Hold on.
It's on the back of something. Usually it's on the back of
I
something.
don't think so.
You can read it. It's just reminder text. Player cards that affect can apply to any main scheme. And counter cards that affect the main scheme only apply to the scheme with the glider counter. Yeah, okay, it's just... That's kind of a weird way to do that. Huh? Public outcry. Public outcry. Also...
Got it.
Alex B says, this is not in the rules, but was stealth updated. When a scheme is completed, flip it over. Huh. Well, we're not going to do it. Apparently the spam is still there on YouTube. Okay, that's good. Good to know. Okay. Shuffle the Smear Campaign Treachery into the encounter deck. Okay. Search the Sinister Assault modular set for each minion with the same name as a villain's name, recording the last one standing. Last one standing are none. Because we are awesome. Follow all setup instructions on the left side of the reputation track for any marked nodes. Then the right side. I just took your job. Okay, we are at 22. Ergo, we are going to... Each player may search their collection for a helicarrier support and put it into play under their control.
Well,
oh
boom.
My gosh. Do I have one?
I don't know. Did you get one?
I don't know. I should. Each player searches their deck and discard power for a copy of the card recorded in Planning Ahead section.
Boom.
Adds it to their hand. What did I design? A web bracelet? Yeah, I decided to get a web bracelet. Each player flips their campaign shield tag. We got our enhanced shield tag.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then we take an additional mulligan.
Yep.
That's it.
All right, what about the right side?
Shuffle each card recorded in the Osborne Tech section.
Done it.
Place 2 threat on the main scheme.
Yep.
In player order, each player must search the encounter deck. I feel like we should do all of this after we get our opening hands and stuff.
Okay.
Is that correct?
Sure. Do you need a helicarrier?
Yeah, well, let me see. Is there one? Did we grab one? I don't know. Do you have your neutrals somewhere?
Dan's saying you do normal setup before campaign setup, so you start with 7 cards. What gives us an extra card?
Start with 7 cards. For helicarrier support. So the helicarrier isn't around yet, I guess. And then at the end of the mulligan and everything, then the helicarrier comes in. Okay, so we should do all of this stuff first.
I'm gonna go get you a helicarrier.
They forgot to put it in the booklet, but updated the online version. Interesting. Okay, so you're supposed to flip these cards over when they get completed. Well, that's interesting. Huh. Okay. So wait. Okay, so this... I get it. Okay, so this is in... Okay, our set-aside cards are in whenever we draw. I get what you're saying. I get what you guys are saying. And then you can get it out of the discard pile. And do we... add it to their hand? Okay. I guess that's why it's good to pick a card that has more than one copy, yeah? Alright, speaking of the devil, Web binding. Don't need that. Bait and switch. Don't need that. Defiance. Don't need that. I might actually keep plan B. Get behind me. Expert defense. These are none of the cards you want to see in your opening hand. So this is an absolute disaster. Good. 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 That double is weird, but I'll get the web bracelet, pay for it. Bada bing, bada boom. We're cooking with grease. Okay, then I look in my discard pile or my deck to get a web bracelet. And I've got the goods. I've got web bracelet. I've got I'm gonna have one extra card so I can go here. And then can't I Gwen does something with George Stacy that I never remember. I can ready George Stacy to drop double. And thank you for that. It's great. Okay, so do your mulligan, and then we will go get our 7th card, and then we'll get our helicarrier.
What's our 7th card?
7th card is the one that you put on planning ahead. So it's still in your deck whenever you're drawing.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Definitely resource. Ooh, we like Blade earlier. Web shooter.
Oh, we do get a 2nd mulligan. Right on. Yeah. That's correct. Do I want that though? I don't want another mulligan. I'm fine with this. And then do we know what he does? Discard a card, take 2 interact, place a threat. I haven't seen any status stuff. Okay, so then, courtesy of this, we go here, makes a basic attack, draw a card from web bracelet.
So we get 2 mulligans?
I see. I get it. I'm going to make this happen. We get 2 mulligans, yeah. Look at you with your double resources and a helicarrier. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so effective, so efficient. It's so good.
I think I might actually dunk Angela.
Game's a lot easier when you have all this set up.
There it is.
To get what you needed.
Yep.
Okay. So then we got all the setup stuff. Grab your planning ahead card from your discard pile or your deck.
Didn't have it in my
grab your
mind.
helicarrier. And then shuffle the Osborne stuff in. Place 2 threat on the main scheme, which we've done. Search the encounter deck and discard for a minion. Put that minion into play engage with you. Or yourself.
It's crazy.
Here. So Symbiotic Thrall seems like going to be our vanilla minion there. Symbiotic Monstrosity if we want to get one out of the way. Symbiotic Berserker, I'll give you the full spread of things to know about. It's kind of interesting we get to see all of these ahead of time. It's not exactly fun. Okay, those are your options. You get all sorts of Venom symbiotes.
This guy looks easy. Ooh, look at those icons that we could take out of the deck.
Mm-hmm.
Retaliate 1, steady, tough.
Let's see
Plus 3 hit
environment.
points. Oh my god.
What?
I'm not touching that guy.
Well, we don't want him later.
Well, I'd rather have him later than now.
Environment is in play. Is there a symbiote environment in play, right? Would there be? Not currently. I don't see a symbiote environment at all.
Can you do 6 through tough?
I can find a way, man.
I feel like that's just... If we have to deal with them, we should just deal with them later.
Okay, fine.
Personally.
Fine.
How many of these were in there? That guy seems like a...
Dude, although, look at his boost effect, too.
Mm-hmm.
That's so bad.
Hey, if you
Well,
think-
no, because it gets blocked. So it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I like this guy.
Yeah, that actually doesn't matter much at all.
No.
Okay, what do we got? We have a Symbiotic Thrall. We have Quick Strike. I'm going to get the Quick Strike guy. I don't want that to happen to me in the game.
Later.
Yeah.
Alright, so check this out. Venom Goblin stage 1 is 2 threat, or 2 scheme, 2 attack. So he's steady. So 2 conditions to be stunned or confused. Infest the city, special response. After he activates against you, move the glider counter to the scheme with the least threat. So it'll keep moving to the one with the least threat. Choose either place 2 threat on that scheme or resolve its special ability. Upper Manhattan. Discard 1 card from your hand. If a symbiote environment is in play, discard the top 4 cards of your deck. Midtown Manhattan. Take 2 indirect damage. If a symbiote environment is in play, take 1 additional indirect damage. Lower Manhattan. Place 1 threat on each symbiote scheme. If a symbiote environment is in play, place 1 additional threat on this scheme.
Okay, so as we do better, things get worse.
Yeah. And they all can potentially end the game.
Next thing we need to do is the first player must search the encounter deck and discard power for a scenario-specific side scheme. Place 2 threat on that side scheme. Additional threat.
You the first player?
Scenario-specific. What does that mean? That means Venom Goblin only?
Yeah, probably.
Am I the first player? Do you have a Maria Hillo possibility?
I don't. My only leadership card is the get an ally back.
I can go first. I don't mind. I don't mind. Hey. Okay, 2 options. We can be a festering mass. It's a symbiote environment for the purposes of things. 5, it'll come in with 7 with a thing. Joyride, hinder 4. When revealed, move the glider token to the main scheme with the most threat. Resolve that scheme's special ability. I'd like to not reveal this. How about that? So then it comes in with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Isn't it just 6? Or is it 2 bonus from something?
Yeah, 2 bonus from this thing and the thing.
Look at all these thematic tokens.
And then lastly, we choose 1 Osborne Tech attachment at random. Did we do that last time and add it? I think we did. How many do we have in here? I think we did like 3.
I think there's 3 in there.
Okay. And then we're done.
All right.
We don't have any symbiote suits, which we would have if we were better. And then follow all setup, expert campaign stuff, which apparently is tough. Victory, you win the campaign. So get ready for that.
Apparently, if 2 of these flip, we lose.
2 of what?
Those things, if they advance.
Do we know that? We advance, they lose? We lose? They lose? We lose. We lose.
We lose.
Okay. Let's have a turn.
Take a 10.
Okay, here's this. Here's this. Are we ready to play yet?
I'm ready.
All right, we can end the stream. You've seen it set up.
How to set up. Done. Yeah. Sorry.
Isn't it put into play? Not revealed, right? I think you put it into play. Unless it says reveal it. If it says reveal it, I'm going to take a different choice. Then reveal it. Oh, I don't want that at all. With the most threat, take 2 indirect damage? That's fine, right? Do you want to start out by doing that? I feel like that could get really bad if we like randomly reveal an Upper Manhattan, discard a card from hand, and then it's like it ruins everybody's turn. What's 2 indirect damage? We can recover right away if we want. I say we leave it.
All right.
As the first player.
So move the glider token. It's already at the right one, so it gets 2 more threat. And you resolve that ability.
Okay.
What's it do?
2 indirect damage. Is that both of us? It would be me.
Yeah.
Take 2 indirect damage.
It's all right. You're the protection hero.
Yeah, it's totally fine.
All right. Get on down with your bad self.
Okay.
Build them up and knock
What's
them
this?
down.
Oh, this is the bad deck.
I can shuffle that while you're taking a turn.
Yeah. I've been shuffling it kind of out of a sense of habit. All right, Venom Goblin. Prepared for a dunk. Let's play a wave bracelet with my strength. Boom, boom. You can't see me. Okay. So far, so good. Let's go to spider mode. Go spider.
Do.
You'll get caught up in the...
I have an incredible opening hand.
Go spider.
See, I like this significantly more, which is, yes, there's a lot of challenges here, but they also make the heroes feel awesome.
The heroes feel great right now. I feel so spectacular.
Like, I have my impact dampening suit, I've got my helicarrier, I've got my extra card. I started with a certain card in my hand. Like, it feels pretty awesome.
Look at how cool we are. Okay, next up. I could use George Stacy twice. I don't need to do that before I flip. Choose shuffle from your discard pile. Don't need to. Ready, George Stacy. George Stacy. Worst card in the deck. We're going to swing at 1 on the Symbiotic Berserker. We're going to play a Skilled Strike Interrupt. I'm going to get 3 damage on.
Come on now.
I'm going to resolve the Web Bracelet. After I resolve an Interrupt, exhaust, draw a card.
He's on it.
After I resolve an Interrupt, go Spider. Okay. Next up.
I love these heroes. Have I mentioned that? They're just fun. They're just fun. Anyone go see Doctor Strange this weekend? No spoilers? No spoilers. It's too soon. It's too soon. I did see it, but it is too soon for spoilers publicly. But, you know, how you felt about it without any spoilers is fine to share.
Helicarry and my electrostatic armor. Okay. Now we got choices to make. I like that Night Nurse. I feel like that's important. I feel like it's important.
William says he saw it, but he didn't like it. Alex B saying it was great. I could see why someone wouldn't like it. Retro now saying I loved it. I could also see why someone would love it.
All right, let's put George Stacy in.
Uh-huh.
Let's put the Night Nurse in. We're going to get 3 counters there.
Retro now says, my friend said it felt like being high for 2 hours.
Huh. Or so we've heard.
He said, I thought it was a friend, of course.
Yeah, a friend
I
said.
thought, for a friend said.
Yeah, a friend said that, of course.
Keith saying, I thought it was amazing, just what I wanted. Ravage saying, note, I haven't actually seen Strange 1 or the other stuff it's tied to. Well, that is an interesting way to go in that movie.
How easy is it for you to do 1 damage over here?
Hypothetically or practically?
Practically, like in reality. I can otherwise remove 1 threat from something, but I don't want this guy around as a 3 attack.
I can take care of him.
Can you? Are you pockets of 1 or pockets of 2?
Pockets of 2.
Okay, I just won't touch him. I'll just threat. Is that fine?
Yes, that's better. Yeah.
Cool with that. Now I could also attack him, and then defend against his attack, take no damage, and
No, you can defend against the big boy.
retaliate would kill him. Yeah. So let's just here?
Yeah,
I guess.
You just keep it off of the highest
just
one.
We'll manage it.
I thought you were a 2-thwart for some reason.
No.
That thing doesn't give you anything?
I'm a defendy man. And I have stalwart. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Good to go.
All right. Check this out. We're going to use a helicarrier to play a web shooter. I'm going to get my handy dandy.
You left your web shooter on a helicarrier? What'd you do that for?
So Tony Stark picked me up. And he said, yo, Petey, I guess Miles, I got you some new gear. And he handed it to me, and I jumped out of the chopper to come here, of course.
He's like, I've got an idea. What if you shot webs out of your hands? You thought about that?
Just like a spider does.
Yeah.
Out of their little
right
hands.
out of their hands. Yeah. Little spider hands.
We're going to use... No, we're not using that yet. I'm going to play a boot camp. What's that, a boot?
With a strength and a what? I gotta keep you honest over
Strength and a...
Rapid response.
Yeah, you'll see why.
I'm playing with
I'm going to play a rapid response. You can only have one in play.
Oh, right. That's probably why.
And then I'm going to use the web shooter. I'm going to play... Blade? Wait, hold on. There. User reduction. Yeah, that's right. Okay, we're good. And then I'm I'm going to use Spider-Man to punch there.
Thanks.
And that's the end of the turn.
Okay.
It's just a crazy good setup turn for me.
Blade seems expensive, isn't it? Is that expensive?
It's because he doesn't take consequential damage on his attack.
Right. So you got to pay it off.
Yeah, he's going to be a 3 damage around because of the boot camp. So he comes in for 3 for a physical resource every turn for the rest of the game, which I like.
Okay, look at this. Ooh, yeah. Yes, we like these things. We can't use Helicarrier on this phase, remember? Keep that in mind.
Oh, yeah, hold on. We took care of one of these
We did.
things. We also didn't touch that. We're
Yeah.
just going to get an extra encounter card.
Oh, right. Well, you know, we don't remove threat in this game. You want to do it? Here, let's do it there instead. I feel like we need that's gotta happen. Okay, then we add now we make the bad stuff happen. So this is gonna get 2. We do it on all of them.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
This is gonna get 2 bullets. And this is going to get 2. So that's easy. Ooh, wow, you've got these perfectly... does this ever happen to you?
Yeah. Just gotta get in there.
Oh, that's not hard. I'm really bracing myself for impact there.
What are we going to do if we can't get the tokens out?
Okay, next up. After Venom activate against me, move the goblin to the main with the least threat, place 2 on it, or resolve its special ability.
After he activates.
Yeah.
So he's going to attack you.
Yeah.
2 plus the special. So 2 plus a boost.
Activate against you. Okay, 2 plus a boost.
Does this add 1 to all of them extra?
No, only the main scheme. I think
Okay,
it said that specifically.
Did you do that?
No, I did not. Okay. Wow. I feel like we're going to get blasted on this one.
Dude, I feel good about it.
Now we go to the part of this, the next part of this. Okay, and I've got 3 defense, 4 defense, 5 defense. And he's swinging in for 2.
Plus this card.
It's fine to defend a 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's fine to defend a 5.
Your odds of it doing more than that are really low.
Yeah. You're right. Let's think about this for a second. Hold on a second. For that attack. Okay. And then do you want me to block for you?
If you are capable, that's...
Yeah. Okay, I'll play Expert Defense, stand up, draw a card.
All right, his boost.
Yeah.
Nothing except for resolve the special ability of the scheme with a glider counter. So 2 indirect damage.
Taken.
If it's not, there's not one to play. Then after he's resolved, this moves here. And either 2 threat goes on it, or you resolve the special, which is discard a card from your hand. It's not random.
Oh, it's not.
It says discard a card.
I'll discard a card. Yeah, that's no problem. I'll get rid of this skilled strike. And then I feel like I have an additional thing to do. Maybe it doesn't matter that much. 2 on Venom for Retaliate and Electrostatic.
Okay.
Courtesy of my Wave Bracers and my Electrostatic Armor.
This out.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I've got a embarrassment of riches here. I drew this nicely. No, I'm gonna hold. Hold.
All right. So he's attacking me.
Yeah. I'm gonna defend that for you.
Okay. 2 plus a boost.
Yeah.
2 plus 2.
Okay. It's defended. 2 damage on from Wave Bracers and Electrostatic Armor.
Got him. And then after it resolves, move it to the one with the lowest, which is itself. And then either 2 threat or you discard a card.
This is me again.
Hey, because you blocked. Welcome to Protectionville. It's the Card worth 2 threat.
Alright, I'm going to play a Phantom Flip. After I defend with a basic power, 5 threat from a scheme. Let's go 5 here.
Wow.
I think that's important to start working that guy down.
Yep.
We don't want that.
Like that.
I'm going to pay for it here. And then I'm going to decide, do I need to go to 6 defense or not?
Oh, it was a 2 boost.
No, I mean, like, I can play the Armored Vest next turn with Helicarrier. Or I can discard it for 2 threat on Upper Manhattan.
Got ya.
And right now, on a 2 attack, 3 boost is not scary enough that I feel like I need to play this.
Yeah, I agree.
But also, he's probably going to flip up or get attachments that up his attack.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go and put 2 threat on.
Yeah.
And we'll build for the future.
All right. End of the round?
End of the round. We got the bad cards.
This
yeah.
guy attacks me, which I'll just take. So, card one, and then you get a bonus from the Joyride.
It's kind of appropriate. There you go. We are 1, +3/+3 to all stats. Spend 1 of each resource to discard this card as a hero.
Well,
that could be a real bummer if it's followed up by an attack. Webbed Up, attach your identity. When your hero would attack, discard Webbed Up instead. Then you were stunned.
Haha!
But I'm stalwart. That's it. Okay, fine.
And then I got another enraged symbiote.
Okay.
Token passes.
Token passes. Not problematic.
All right,
Too problematic.
Gonna keep this simple.
Can we get this done? This is important.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna trigger my impact dampening suit. Discard a card, take 1 less. Yeah, we can. I'll just clear that in a second. So let's start there. I'll just remove that. Just
Can you do that with this? Does patrol?
Patrol stops.
Cannot thwart the main. Yeah, yeah.
So I'll remove 2. Check this out. I'm gonna use a Helicarrier. We're gonna play another Web Shooter.
You telling me you got 2 web shooters out there?
Mm-hmm.
You're a Spidey champion.
What can I say?
A Spidey hero.
They say that a hero can save us. But it gets better. It just gets better. Look at this guy. Spider-Man Peter Parker, neutral ally. With the power of all of us as a wild. And a wild from one of my web shooters. So I hit the trifecta to play him. We did it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's so good. He's going to attack one of these symbiotes. It's going to go away. When he does, already here.
Mm-hmm. You're a Spider team now. You can feel it. It feels like a Spider team.
I'm
feels like a movie. Spam, why are you here? We hate you.
I'm gonna attack this. Well, maybe not. I mean, it'll remove some threat. Blade, I'm gonna use a wild so that he doesn't discard himself to discard this guy. Then here. I'm gonna remove 2 threat.
What did he do? Did he attack something? Oh, the other symbiote? Nice.
Do 2. Where should I remove 2 from? Probably the big one. Oh, and there were 2 minions, so this goes away.
Boom, boom, boom. Wait, did we flip it?
No,
Did we do anything? No?
It's
It's just
clears
gone.
and
Okay,
victories.
great. We did it. Okay, so they like us again. That feels better.
Uh-huh.
Are we just accepting this?
Oh, you know what? I could have dealt with that.
It has to be printed, worth noting, not wild. I think that's what that would mean, right? Printed means not wild.
Then I would not have had that.
Let's just leave it. Let's just leave it.
Blade. Spend a physical resource
From your hand.
So
Weak.
I can't use this wild.
Weak. The card blows.
Back it up. Back it up. Back it in.
I think Blade's not good.
I haven't used this yet. He's definitely good.
2 damage for a card? That's horrible.
So, can I use a wild on this
No.
to spend the resources?
Printed. If it's a wild icon, it is not a printed.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is that simple.
Well, let's go a different direction then. I'm going to punch here. So we're still going to clear this. And then I'm going to use a wild to play Swing In, which is, and I used a mental, remove 4 threat from a scheme. If I paid for it with a mental resource to resolve my spider camouflage, which is give me a tough status. And confuse.
Confuse, yeah. So there's one confuse on.
Yeah. Or remove 4 from here.
Michael, here's the difference, though. Plan B, 2 damage for a card that would otherwise do nothing. So I guess it would have to be like, you use Blade only whenever you have a spare card that happens to have a fist resource. At least Plan B is 2 damage for any card. Plan B is way better than Blade. You kidding me? Except Blade can block, which is good.
And Blade can also...
He's also 1, yeah, I don't know.
Do it over and over and over, right?
Yeah, so can this, right? Discard a random card, do 2 damage. So it's like the last card in your hand you can't use. You just get 2 out of it. Yeah, it's good. Anyway. But there he sits. You remove 2. Good. Nice. Very good. All right, and then over to me. I'm going to helicarrier in some armored vest.
Dude, this Spider-Man's so good with rapid response.
Yeah.
Like the fact that I get to use him 3 times and get him back. It's crazy.
It's real good. It's real good. Okay. Everything's standing up. Let's see. Do I need to heal myself? Night Nurse, I feel like I'm just gonna do 1. I'm gonna do 1 heal. Just a light heal. Maybe I save it for webbed up. I don't know. You tell me, Night Nurse. Can thwart for 1. Who's gonna thwart? That's a card out of hand for 1 thwart. Anyway, I'll fight this battle. Hulk's still the best ally in the game. Okay, let's go to the bad stuff. 2 on everything. 2 on this. 2 on this. 2 on this. Done. Then we go to the attacky phase, where Venom Goblin is going to activate against you, Zach. You.
I'm going to let him. I have tough. We good?
That's totally, that's acceptable.
5 plus 1, 6. There goes my tough token. All right, now it's activating against you.
I will block it. And then I'm going to play Defiance. When a boost card would be turn face up, discard it instead.
Go on. Attacking for 5.
I block 5, 6, technically. So that all succeeds. Web Brace is going to draw me a card. Ghost Spider's going to stand up. You've seen it before. You've seen it 1,000 times. 2 damage, Retaliate, etc. We're only getting started.
Bad cards?
Bad cards.
Smear campaign. When revealed, the public outright. Play it's not. If it's not in play, place 2 threat on the main scheme. So, and actually, when he activates, this switches when we resolve. We didn't do that. So it switches, it stays because it's the one with the lowest. So he activated against me first, so I discard a card from my hand.
Or 2 threat, right?
This is fine.
It's like pumping that one up is reasonable.
And then when he does it to you, you either discard a card or... Actually... Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'll get rid of this parental guidance.
Yeah.
He needs it.
Okay, so Smear Campaign is ultimately going to add 2 threat here. Then your bad card.
My bad card. Where were... Oh, Smear Campaign. Remote navigation. When revealed, if Advanced Glider is in play, it's not. If it's not, search the encounter deck and discard pile for Advanced Glider and reveal it. I feel like his glider's going to be good. That's kind of the thing with Goblin, right?
That's how he gets around.
He's got like one of those... It's effectively one of those... what do they call those scooters that people like, where you just kind of float around on them?
Those hoverboards?
Nordman was into it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Attach to the villain. After attach villain activates against you, it activates against you again. So 2 activations. Once per round. It does it twice. Activate, activate. I'm uniquely positioned to be fine with that. Hero action, discard any number of attack cards from your hand with a combined resource cost of 3 or more. Discard this card. See, Hulk would have no problem with this. All of his attack cards are 3 or more because he can't play more than 1 a turn. You have any attack cards?
None.
I feel like this is punishing us for not paying attention to these things.
Well, I'm about to pay attention to that.
I'm about to pay attention over here.
Real well.
Okay, so it's advanced.
All my wilds do nothing.
So what?
Do you have any of those?
No, I've got 3 physical and then a double genius. Kind of a bummer, huh? It's funny how things work sometimes.
Just gonna need the right hand.
Heal 2 damage from your hero. Ready your hero. Why is this in here?
We Are One looks cool. Can you get rid of that somehow?
We Are One. Okay, let's see.
He's coming at us twice.
Do I have a printed?
No.
Okay, so
That's a bummer, dude.
kind of a cool way to design something where you just have to draw the right cards. Don't you see? You ever thought about how cool that is? If you don't draw those cards, then you can't do anything about it.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's cool, right? Okay. We Are One in Advanced Glider. Okay, and I don't have any attack cards, do I? I sure don't. Okay. So we're here.
I think this lets me block users on YouTube.
Yeah, block them on YouTube. Block them.
Yeah.
Stream must be really popular. We're getting all of the worthless spammers. Why are they here?
I don't think they know. And if you're a real person, go do something with your life.
They're not real.
I know.
It's a real person that made all the robots. Just like Venom Goblin. All right, let's think about a game plan. What are we, just kind of muddling through this thing?
I mean,
These are all growing. That's not getting any better.
we need to do something.
Should we just kill Venom Goblin as fast as we can?
I mean, I don't think we can kill him fast enough.
We're kind of like slow late game decks. You feel that?
I mean,
Once
if
I
he
have-
wasn't activating twice, I would feel fine.
Yeah.
It's still going to be fine one round. But at next round, I need to draw into the answer.
Yeah. Do you want my helicarrier this turn? Would that be helpful to you?
Do you have any Web Warriors in your discard pile?
No. I don't have any Web Warriors.
You do.
I
You have
am
a green.
one.
And or a signature.
No, none are in there.
Okay.
What does a resource get you?
I mean, yeah, it could be good.
Is it?
Depends. It's Ironheart.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's
I mean,
worth
but
it.
I have plenty of resources too, so I don't know.
Well, it's just like I just have nothing. My turn is non-existent. Otherwise. So let's see. When your hero would attack, discard Webbed Up, then you're stunned. Okay, so I could get rid of that. Then I could stand up. Stand up! And then we play this card, and then... Alright, let's do double Web Bracelet. Who needs health when you have...
I cannot believe it says printed.
It does. It does say printed.
Why?
Well, the wild is technically printed, and technically it's printed to be any of those symbols. You know? So I think it's fine.
Like, I'm loaded with wilds over here. Between my web shooters and also my wilds in my hand that I put in my deck.
What doesn't
So
kill
that
me?
I could get their upside.
Okay.
Which is they can be any kind of resource.
No, you get no upside, man. Venom Goblin's got your number. And then... I'm just going to play a hard to ignore. With what doesn't kill me.
Okay. Mine?
Yeah, and I have a helicarrier open. So please.
It's using Ironheart, draw a card. I guess I could technically get...
Did you draw into the combo? Can you do this?
No. I could, hypothetically, if this wild counted.
Oh, right.
Could have done it with that, too.
Yeah, it doesn't.
But here we are.
It doesn't. Are you going to use this? For real, though? You got 3 floating over there. Are you going to actually use this?
I don't know yet.
I'm going to use it then.
Okay. Yeah,
I'll just hold this card in here.
Helicarrier for double life. Change
No,
form.
Okay,
No, actually back that up. We're doing this all wrong.
I'll just put this. Yeah, I'll put this on George. That's the idea.
All right, let's remove 2 threat. I'm having a pretty sweet turn though. Watch this. I'm going to use a web shooter. It's going to go away. Play a double life with physical.
What's that do?
Change form. If I paid using a physical, I can ready. When I do that, we're going to shuffle and attack back in.
Yeah, now we're playing with strategy. Strategy.
On my spider attacks. And then...
I would not have expected Blade was an Avenger.
He is. He's got a movie coming. I'm going to use Helicarrier. We're going to change form. I'm going to play surprise attack. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use a wild instead. Not use this yet because it's physical. We'll do 4 damage.
I think Helicarrier makes it physical, doesn't it? No, it doesn't.
Just reduces.
Nice.
And then
Let's keep killing him.
I will remove 2 threat. I'm going to keep this one at the lowest.
Yeah.
You'll see.
Wait, doesn't that mean we just constantly are discarding cards?
Well, would you rather take 2 indirect damage or put a threat on everything? It feels like the finest
Yeah,
one.
cards are fine, I
Especially
guess.
the
Even though they're
resource
the
card.
most important.
Remove. It readies here. We'll activate. Clear that. So it's just empty. And then...
Oh, I've got a hero power too. Somebody calling that, yeah, Michael. I can do 1 to something. Or 1 thwart, probably.
Sounds good.
Let's go here.
Ironheart's going to attack for 2. Blade. I'm going to discard a wild. He's going to attack for 3.
Boom. Let's kill this thing.
Yeah.
He's got to go.
And then...
It's untenable.
That's the end of the turn.
Okay. Double web brace. This could be a big draw for me. Could be a big one.
Oh, that's true. He's going to take away 2 cards. Well, we can't have the other ones hitting twice. So, here we are.
Yeah, dude. We got everything we need here. I've got the combo wombo, too. I've got all 3. I've got all 3 of them. Yeah.
Well, be prepared to discard 2 cards.
But I don't want to do it because...
So, you're going to get more cards too, right? Probably.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, I should get some more cards. Yeah.
What up, Daniel? All right, first things first. Threat on.
2.
And then he's going to activate against you first.
Okay, he's going to activate against me. I'm standing up, of course. I'm going to take a risk here. I'm going to block that attack at a 6.
He's coming in at 6, or he's coming in at 5.
He's coming in at 5. Let me see if there's anything I need to do about this. No, there's not. There's nothing I can do.
5 plus 0.
Oh my gosh. Hard to ignore. Remove 1 from the main scheme.
Okay.
2 damage on.
Got him.
The end.
Okay.
Then he activates
Advanced
against me
glider.
again.
Activates again.
After it activates, and then we do this thing. So after he activates,
Discard a card.
move this to
Or
the
put 2
lowest.
threat.
Discard a card or put 2 threat. Okay, let's see. So if we discard...
If your cards are super relevant, it means that these are going to go away. Keep them. Put 2 threat on. I'll deal with the threat.
Yeah. Right here. Now, here's a question, though. So I've got the Bugatti here, but... do I have anything...
Oh, interesting. If you block the first attack against me, then the glider doesn't activate because it's once per player that triggers. That's special.
Once per round per player. Okay.
Because it's already double activated against you.
Yeah.
So the second attack, let me throw Ironheart under the bus.
My second attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. Hold on, I got some things. I got some ideas here. And then I block, but I would need to stand up is the thing. So I'm gonna need to find a way to stand up, which I have. I have ways to do that. So we're gonna take a risk on not getting the card that we need, but we're gonna play something anyway. So then we're gonna play Web Binding. When an enemy would activate, cancel it. and that's going to stand me up and draw with Web Bracelet.
Oh, yeah. That was your second attack.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I don't need to use this at all yet.
Yeah, and then it's coming to you.
Yeah.
And then I block that one, right?
Yep.
Okay, block at 6.
5, ready?
Yeah.
Plus 0.
That's good. And then we didn't hit the Bugatti, so we don't have what we need to discard.
Let me see if I do.
How are you looking? I do have 2 attacks worth 4.
Okay, great.
So we can do that at least.
Yeah. I might be able to do that. I just don't know yet.
Okay. So then we go to, it's all blocked, takes 2 damage.
Okay.
And then we do the ability of the lowest thing, the main scheme.
Yeah.
So discard a card. I can actually go ahead and discard, and then I'll keep my 2 attacks. And then I'll go into the next phase ready to go with that ability to get rid of this.
Okay, sweet.
Okay.
Bad cards?
Yeah.
You first.
Okay. No funny business. Ooh, Shadows of the Past. Ouch.
Blank saying canceling the first activation would have prevented the second from happening?
Yes. Why don't we do that instead? So it attacks. I cancel it. And then it comes after you. I block, but then it attacks you again, right?
Well, it would
No,
have you
'cause
again,
it's me.
It hasn't done that yet. So that's
Great.
actually fine.
Yeah, it would
would've
leave
been
it,
this-
but that's a good thing to know.
It would have been the same number.
Shadows of the Past.
That's on your side. So
Oh, right.
and we'll need to sleeve it up.
Great time for that one. And then we put our main villain into, is that how that works? It's a lizard. Ah. When the villain phase begins, heal a damage from lizard. He's not a problem at all. Regenerative research. When the villain phase begins, heal a damage from each enemy. That's pretty cool. Yeah, same idea, right? Same number of activations in the end. Okay, this, and then what's this? What's this?
This is my bad card.
Oh, enjoy that. It's a Berserker. Quick Strike. No, no symbiote, is there?
Nope. Symbiotic Berserker.
Okay, easy. No Quick Strike.
Okay.
5/3.
I'm taking this token.
Yeah.
The clearing.
Thank you.
You know I've been on the whole food plant-based
I had no
situation.
idea. Is that what? How's that?
Well, overnight oats, etc. We were eating for one of our Mother's Day activities.
Good idea.
My wife had some fries, and I haven't had fries in a long time. So I snapped a fry, and she was like, "Do you want to try my fries or anything?" I was like, "Oh, I already tried it." She didn't realize it, and I was like, "I do the same thing to Steven, just
Yeah,
for the
all the
token in our
time. You're
games."
real
Yeah.
sneaky. It's weird. You're like weirdly quiet. Just sneaking
try
around.
not to make a disturbance, you know. As a third child, I mean, you try not to make noises.
Yeah, everything's fine.
Just survive. All right. Well, let's start where I need to start to see if it
Calling an action.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hero action. Discarding a number of attack cards from hand with a combined 2 ghost kicks.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Can we burn the card now? Does it have victory?
No, I think it just comes back probably from a lot of different cards. He's probably always on that stupid glider.
Yeah. Okay. You don't...
I'm going to be doing a nothing also.
Big nothing sandwich.
Yeah. Now, I'll tell you what. If you give me your helicarrier, I can do something if you don't need it. So think about that real good. If you don't need your helicarrier, my double helicarrier plays me a heal 2 and ready. So that helicarrier is worth me healing 2 and removing a threat.
All right. We'll see in a second.
Or 1 damage, if you need 1 damage somewhere.
Noted. Web shooter for press the advantage. I'll do 2 damage here so that I can draw a card. I'm going fishing.
Oh, that's a way good use of Stalwart.
Not there yet, but we're not done. We're not done yet.
We're not there, but we're not done.
I'm going to play Web of Life and Destiny for free, so that when a Web Warrior leaves play, I get to draw a card. Then I'm going to Thwart for 2.
This is going to get real good, huh?
or attack.
I need to
Better
tend the garden. What about this? 1 heal on every turn? Is that relevant? It's not that relevant.
I feel like I want to take care of stuff in front of us.
Yeah.
We'll do 2 here.
Okay. I will have 1 floating potentially.
Then I'm going to do 3 here. He's going to lead play. So I'll draw a card, trigger rapid response, put him back into play.
Oh, come on. Look at this. You're a combo player. You playing Sabres?
He's gone, right? Built for it. Built this city.
Yeah, I am webbed up. That's true. I don't have 1 damage. I could just clear that, I guess.
It's interesting.
I don't know. Like, me attacking is just not often. The ghost kicks are in the discard pile now, too. So,
and this
I got time.
This ready's here when he activated. So it's really good. I'm going to do 2 here.
Hey, thanks.
Dude, this deck is rocking. Blade is going to do 3 there. I'm going to discard.
Oh, come on.
Wait, does that be printed?
With boot camp, you know what?
Yeah.
It is better. I approve of Blade with boot
it's
camp.
pretty
You've
good.
Convinced me.
Just does his thing.
You're doing a lot. I found that the allies are pretty effective in this game.
Yeah. Weird. Who would have thought? Let's play another rapid response.
Could you not have got rid of We Are the One by now?
No, I didn't have the right resource spread because it's got to be printed.
Mm-hmm. Be another rapid response. That's just so good. With Peter Parker, Spider-Man ally.
Yeah, it really is though. That's why I needed to get this card.
Yeah.
It's like so good for me. All right, he's gonna. I mean, damage or thwart, honestly. Should I start cleaning up the city?
Know. I mean, this is 24. This is 22. This is 20.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that.
Maybe only when we really have to, you know?
All right, let's punch for 3. It's just too much value. Goes down to 8. And I'm saving her for Block City.
Mm-hmm.
But he's here.
We built Black City.
He's going to punch for 2. Let's play... You need the resource, right?
I really would love it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you.
All right, let's just do it right now. So, George Stacy, I can play this as if it's in my hand, what doesn't kill me. Oh, no, hold on. We can't do this. Requirement fist while paying for this, spend the listed resource. But
a requirement is a requirement.
Even if we're paying 0?
I think so.
I'm technically not paying for it if it costs 0, right? Right?
I mean, you know.
Right? Can you pay 0?
I don't think so. I'm going to use a helicarrier to play Arachnobatics.
I can give you my helicarrier too if you need it.
Well, yeah, it's fine. 2 and 3. 2 damage here, and then because he's confused, we'll do 3 more. I actually don't. The research.
The chat is saying that technically Venom Goblin has a confused status, but is not confused because of Stalwart. So just discard the card that you have. It's time for my favorite section of the stream where Zach is annoyed at rules. It is really my favorite section.
Rule of the day. A new segment.
It says confused on it, but it's not confused. You have to have it. It has to land for it to be real.
It's fine. All right, that was my turn.
Do you want anything from my helicarrier or anything? These things have been useless for us because we built our decks without them in mind, and now we got them for free.
Age of the Clankomatics have been designing a card game. The recent podcasts on YouTube have been very interesting.
Yeah, there's more to come on that for sure. They're perfect for a person.
When you're making
like
fun
you.
of my deck for not doing anything, I feel like
Yeah, you're crushing.
it's doing its thing.
Yeah.
Once I got these Web Warriors in here, everything else started to make a lot of sense.
It made a lot more sense, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. Dude, we finally have the trifecta.
I'm just looking for my hard to ignores here.
We are
Still don't see
prepared to ball.
There's an unflappable. There we go. There's Silk. There's Spider UK. There's the ticket to the multiverse. Okay, come on now.
David Vedra said, sounds like you should make it an 8-part series with number 8 being rules that confuse you. Okay, first things first. Thread on.
Okay. 2 on everything. I'll keep it over here for now.
Then he's going to attack me. Do you want to defend or do you want me to throw Ironheart to the wolves?
I mean, look at my little hand.
Someone's saying I should actually shuffle back into my deck. That's right. I wouldn't have drawn it.
Yeah, sure. And you should redraw your hand. Keep the game super clean, you know?
Too late.
No, I don't actually have any responses to make this work. So if you want, this is a good one to throw to Ironheart.
A
I would just gain overkill.
+2. Thanks for being a friend.
Nice. Thank you for being a friend.
The old Saga set classic.
Woo! Yeah, that is where that's from, isn't it?
My nightmares.
I'll block this attack, right? It's worth 2 damage and some threat, maybe.
Blocking for 5. He got a special.
Oh.
It's got cool art on it. Unstable Sentience. If this activation is an attack, this card gains 2 boost icons and overkill. So it's +2 total. 2, 5, 7.
All right, so I take 1.
Mm-hmm.
He takes 2 back.
And that counts when you're not.
Yeah, even if I screw it up.
He's going to the next level.
It's 2 separate instances of 1. So like I think it'll do 1 to kill him and then 1 on the new one.
We got this easy now. Stage 2, Venom Goblin. 2 attack, 3 attack. 2 scheme. That's what I meant. Steady. Tough. Take the tough off
Take
of
the
that
tough
damage.
off right
Well,
there.
boom.
Yeah.
When revealed, deal 2 face down and counter cards to each player.
That's not nice.
And then the same exact thing. So 1, 2. That's insanity. But on the upside.
Don't we have to do? We're missing the make the schemes do the bad stuff. So when Venom Goblin activated against you, we move the thing to the lowest, and then you discard a card or add 2.
It stays where it's at. Yeah.
And then I'll do the same thing.
We're gonna discard a card.
Okay. And then I will discard a card as well.
All right. So 36 damage and we win. Easy peasy.
And it's not 2 instances of Retaliate 1. It's an instance of Retaliate and then an instance of Electrostatic Armor response. So I think it works. I'm going to rule that it works. 2 separate effects, they stack in a different order, etc. So.
Right. So starting with me.
Oh, oops.
This is for you.
What is this? Exhaust and remove this. Search your deck for George Stacy. Set him aside. Why do I play this card?
Well,
I hate
can't
this
you stop
card.
this from happening?
Well, this happens no matter what. He's out here.
Well, you can.
Search your deck, hand discard pile and player for George Stacy. Set him aside. And attach this to him. And I can take an alter ego action to remove it from the game. I'm never going to do that. You can have George. Gone. I can't even go get a free alter ego activation.
Oh, you know what? This would have healed him 1, so he's still going to be tough.
Okay, fine.
It's fine. Okay, my next card. Spreading, Panic, Surge. When revealed, resolve the special ability of the scheme with a glide counter.
You love discarding cards still.
We're going to put 2 threat on.
Real
Arm
team
Cannon,
player there.
Surge. Cool. Attach the villain. Pierce and Overkill. Discard the highest cost upgrade you control to get rid of it.
Ooh. I get rid of my Helicarrier. It's not
In
useful.
Cold Blood, the lizard attacks you.
I don't have the
You
lizard.
cannot play events until after this attack resolves. If no attack was made this way, Surge.
I saw that coming. Yeah.
Gang Up. When revealed, this card gains Surge. If you're an alter ego. If you're not, the villain each minute engaged with you attacks. With Overkill.
Oh, hey, notable. We have a new ability here. We can no longer cancel it for 2. It must resolve. Courtesy of Daniel.
Okay.
And Kevin. And David. Chat on it.
Oh, so now he's attacking me, so it'll do it again.
There goes a mansion?
I had to lose a card.
Yeah, you're going to lose another one.
Well, I'm not going to be able to get rid of this thing. Mother monkey.
Wait, can I? No, I can't block for you. Dang it. I'm supposed to be standing up for this phase. But remember, this is the hardest it'll ever be right now. So we just have to band together as friends.
So he's attacking me.
Yeah.
Let's, with Overkill.
It's time. Oh. You're about to take some damage.
No block. Actually, we'll block for 2.
This is the kind of thing where if we have a lot of it, well...
36. Plus 2. 8. Minus 2 is 6. Minus 1 is 5.
If he gets a lot of attacks here, I think we might just die.
I mean, I got blockers if I have
But it's
to.
got overkill, man.
Oh, yeah. That's very true. All right, last thing. Incendiary bombs. Attach the villain. Use 2 bomb counters. Well, you know what's going on. You already know what it is. Force response after the villain attacks your move 1 bomb counter. Take 2 indirect damage. I put a thematic bomb counter on there.
That's beautiful. Who did that? Who made those? Oh, man. Yeah, now we would just get railed. So don't get the attack cards, please. Is it... Wait, you're done?
I have to discard.
Yeah, discard again. Whoo! Look at this card again. Symbiotic Thrall. There's no symbiote environment?
No.
What? Are we supposed to be completing
I think
these?
these advance to symbiotic environments.
Advance. Villain schemes. We haven't seen a scheme yet.
2 plus 3 is 5.
Correct, so far.
Plus resolving that special ability.
Sure.
Plus 3. 8.
8 on this?
Yeah.
It'll go to 13.
Look at this photograph.
4, 5, 6. Every time I do it, it makes me laugh.
Yeah. Almost our class song. 2006.
All of our
Chelsea,
eyes,
Oklahoma.
it's like all of our eyes were so red, and what the hell is on Johnny's head? Is the lyrics there, just in case you were wanting to take notes in your poetry class.
Yeah.
10.
I can't even say it. I was trying to with a straight face say that was by Creed, right?
Effectively. Lastly, advance again. Let's go. I'm going to discard a card here. Hold on.
3, 4, 5. And a boost card and a special ability. 6 total. 13. So it's going to 19.
Hold on. I got to figure this out. I got to discard 2 cards here?
Actually, no.
I don't?
Because it's going to move.
Oh. All right, I got to do 1, though, for sure. That one.
So it'll move to either of those, and you resolve one of those after this activation.
2 indirect or 2 scheme on? Or threat on each scheme? I think I'm taking 2 indirect here.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then...
Yeah, you take 2 instead of...
And then after he activates, this thing moves? Okay, yeah. And then I take 2. Okay. How much health do I have?
You may have discarded too many cards.
I just discarded 1.
From his first advance?
Yeah. First advance was 1,
great.
and then yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that was the hardest it was going to be, so that's fine. I think we're totally fine. Everything's totally fine.
All right. I can deal with your little friend.
Well, that's good news.
Actually, let's do this better.
Am I the first player?
Yeah.
I'm still... Why am I not standing up? Helicarrier for Unflappable. We're getting built up.
Oh, you know what? Actually, hold on. Back this way up. So the 6 that we added from the second thing, this already had more on. So this should have moved first. So instead of discarding, you have the indirect happening.
Both times?
Both times. And the 6 gets added here. As his last advance.
So he moves it after he schemes.
So he did the first one.
Well, I don't want that. That puts me at 2 away from death.
Well.
Oh, but that's just where it is, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Although we make a choice here because it was tied. And then this one can go to 6.
Yeah.
You kind of feel like we're on a race, right? You feel like you're in a race right now?
Yeah, we're trying to do 36 damage really quickly.
So maybe not taking damage and instead putting threat on stuff is the right direction.
Don't die, yeah.
Yeah. So let's actually move it here, and so we'll add 2 to everything, right?
So 6 comes here. Because he schemed the last time.
We got another 10 in here, man. We get to use this puppy. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Have we lost yet? Oh, this is fine. It's just 16 of 22.
There is no glider out, just so everyone's clear.
There is no glider. The time is now. The time is now. There is no time. So you're saying I didn't lose this card either?
No card should have been discarded.
Okay.
Because he would have added the threat. It wouldn't have been the lowest it moves in the special triggers.
I hear you. Okay, so I put it in unflappable. And then, your favorite of mine, I play Silk, Web Warrior.
Told you I had a Web Warrior.
With a ticket to the multiverse. I don't just want to play this, right? Hold on a second. Remove ticket to the multiverse from the game. Discard your hand. Shuffle your discard pile on your deck. Drop your hand size and ready each Ghost Spider card I control. Wait a minute.
The glider counter got it.
Okay. Hey. Man. You give me that helicarrier.
What happens?
If you give me that helicarrier, I will shuffle my discard pile into my deck. I'll draw 5 cards, and I'll ready myself. What's that worth? What's that worth to you?
Goblin's ability means you can't cancel it with threat. It has to resolve.
I didn't cancel it. I put 1 threat on, as is the customary thing that you're supposed to do with this. Yeah. So yeah, it cased me from 3 cards to 5 cards and readies Ghost Spider. What's that worth?
No, you can have it, yeah.
That seems good, right?
By all
and then
means.
I can maybe get rid of We Are the One.
Perfect.
So we'll pay 2 plus your thing to play remove from the game and shuffle in and do this whole thing.
Look at this photograph. What happened to
I had to use it to pay for this. Yeah.
pay the iron price?
Yeah. So there were 2 instances of damage that I did not take.
Yeah.
I took 4 that turn.
Flip, drop, and reverse it.
That's much better. Okay, let's get 5 good cards, and then we stand all Ghost Spider cards. So
You want to discard your helicarrier and get rid of the arm cannon?
I probably will, yeah. I'll do that right away.
Straight away.
It's not an upgrade, though. I will get rid of a web bracelet, though, for sure. I only ever need 1 of those.
Okay, nice. Yeah, boy. Problem with Loxley. He's in the house. We can start the stream.
Okay. So then I will discard this for arm cannon.
Get it out of town.
It's gone. And then, oh my gosh, here we go. Let me make sure this is right. Look at this photograph.
It's in there. You can make fun of the song all you want, but it does get in the brain.
It's horrible. Thank you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome. We're driving home tonight. It's like a disease.
It's horrible. Okay. All right. We gotta ask ourselves some questions here.
Alexander, look at this graph.
We gotta ask ourselves some questions.
Oh, yeah. Don't you know?
Okay. Let me explain the question to you that will be asked. Okay. So we have the ability to discard that We Are the One right here. Mm-hmm. No questions asked. We can also
Oh my goodness.
remove a threat, play a ghost kick, stand up.
Now,
Draw a card.
Is Ghost Kick an attack?
Yeah,
Would a webbed up stop that?
it would. Yeah. So that kind of stalls that plan a little bit.
Not to
As such,
rain on your parade.
that's not. So I wouldn't use a basic power if I just get rid of the thing.
Yeah. Now you could attempt to use a basic power to get rid of the thing.
But it wouldn't have successfully resolved or something, probably. Mm-hmm. So rule number 1 is I'm just going to get this out of the way.
Yeah. Does it stun you?
Yeah, but I'm stalwart. And I have a night nurse.
Dad's money.
Bedside manner. Stunned, but I'm not really stunned. I have a stun token, but I'm not stunned.
That's right.
You get that.
Number 1 stunner.
And then we're just gonna get rid of the thing, and then we're gonna hold on to a web binding, I think, because it's gonna cancel an activation. So assuming that I block and I get a card out of my unflappable, I can then play a web binding on the next.
We do like the style.
Yeah, so I'm using my brain. So here you go. 3, Honored. Yahtzee. I collected all the cards.
Proud. All right.
Oh wait, I just can't be stunned. It's not even
that's even better.
Stalwart. Wait, what is he? Steady. Oh, they're different. They sound very similar.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't be stunned at all.
Same starting letter and all.
Hey, Night Nurse, get you 1 health back. Let's go.
All right. Cool. Can Night Nurse heal allies?
Anybody? No.
No. Just heroes. All right, I'm gonna deal with your little problem there, but
Okay, thank you. Don't forget this thing's gonna heal things too, but I feel like our curve is way higher than our threat curve.
Do 3 damage there. He goes away. We'll rapid response, bring him back in. Trigger Web of Life and Destiny, draw a card.
And then you stand a thing, right? Stand a Spider-Man? Yeah. Is he dead yet? He's not dead yet.
We're not dead yet.
Yeah, it doesn't even, yeah. Wow, I'm just unstoppable.
Let's punch there. Then we'll blade. No, I guess it doesn't really matter. Blade.
For 3?
Pain 1. Get rid of the tough.
Oh.
It's the only thing I got. And then Spider-Man will attack for 3. And we're just YOLO all up in here.
YOLO. Okay. And is this status gone? Did that?
It stays around.
He's still there? Okay. He's confused, but he's not confused. Okay, then we go to the next. We're ready to phase? Next phase? Okay. All right. Unflappable. We need you to trigger. Surely we can make that happen. Don't call me Shirley. Okay, 2 on everything. We're going to 17 of 20. A bunch of 24, 14, 17 of 22. Heal 1. Okay, nice. We can run him down right there.
I will just say I've got 22 damage in my hand.
Hold on to it. We're going to need it.
All right.
I'm going to block this attack and pray for rain. I need a 2 boost or lower. 6 to 4. What's it say?
Symbiotic Thrall. Place 1 threat on each main scheme without the glider counter.
Okay, fine. So we're going to get to do things.
Oh, when he activated Spider, I'm ready again.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'll punch for 2 more.
Okay. Cool.
It's too many readies.
Too many readies. Okay, great. 1 activation is complete, and I took no damage, so Unflappable is going to draw me a card.
Oh.
Hard to ignore. It's going to remove 1 from the main scheme. And then wait, we got to resolve the thing. Yeah, this is all after I do all this, though.
It's got to have a lowest, right? Tell him. It's the one with the lowest.
This one still?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I didn't need a web bracelet. He takes 2 damage from me.
Okay.
I'll do that. I got that covered.
And then this triggers?
Yeah, and then we add 1 to everything.
Yeah, and then after he attacks you, 2 indirect damage.
2 indirect damage, yeah. I wonder where I'm going to put it.
Well, let me guess.
Tell me when these numbers add up to a thing that flips.
How many stacks of 10?
And then on each scheme, oh, that's including this one. Okay. Okay, fine. And then we got the bombs, and then I take 2. Okay. And have we done it?
We've done it.
Oh, wait a minute.
Now he's attacking me.
Oh, no. It has a requirement on it that I cannot reach. Therefore, I can't play it. No way around that. So, you're good luck. I think it's Blade's turn to boogie.
Yep. Alright, Blade stepping in front of the bus. 4 damage plus 3 boost. Thanks for your service, Mr. Blade. This will trigger 2 indirect coming my way, which we will take 1, prevent 1 using the suit. And then over to bad cards. Well, actually, this triggers.
Yeah.
So that actually advances.
This one does?
Uh-huh.
All right, what happens now?
Let me go 1 here.
Upper Manhattan. Move the glider counter on each acceleration token from here to the main scheme with the least threat. If there are at least 2 environments in play, we lose the game. Did you put 1 here?
Yeah.
So,
But
so 17 of 24, right? And then 18 of 22.
okay.
Okay. And then 1 on this, which will never, ever matter. Okay, then we get the bad cards.
Yeah.
Hope there's no advances. We've already seen all the advances, right?
I think so.
Environmental injection. Attach to the minion with the most hit points. I can't, so again, search. A symbiotic thrall.
Enraged symbiote.
Fine. Fine.
Token passes.
These are fine things. Fine and
Okay. Spider-Man's gonna punch for 2. Here. Spider-Man's gonna punch for 3. He's gonna lead play. He's gonna ready here. I'm gonna trigger this and draw a card. Okay. How much helicarrier are you needing?
None.
Hit me up with that helicarrier.
Yeah, gotcha.
I'm gonna play Nicholas Fury.
You're carrying the team on this
Draw
one.
3, 1.
Ooh. Well, you have a turn where Ghost Spider doesn't stand up. It's all over. Having to get rid of that attachment maybe wasn't worth it. Brumby, I think you're right. I think I didn't draw it to my hand size.
That does make it more
Yeah, I
challenging.
think that's correct, yeah.
Nick is going to punch for 3.
So I guess I'll go ahead and just do that. No garbage cards. That's fine. Yeah, that makes... What was I in? Oh, I was in like Flesh and Blood mode. After I do my stuff. That basically means you're playing on expert, buddy.
Agreed. Let's go Barbie. Let's go web shot.
Web shot.
4
2
damage.
shot. 3 shot.
Trigger my... I gotta spend lightning. Trigger my...
Oh, yeah, I did draw from Flappable.
Venom Blast. So 2 damage. Going to 18. And stunned. Or a stun. I'm going to play another web shot. So he's actually going to be stunned.
Web shot. 2 shot. 3 shot.
6. And Spider-Man is going to punch for 2. Over to you.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
It's the best I got.
So are we just strictly going to lose, though?
He's stunned.
So the thing with the least is what it's gonna push to. Okay. He is stunned. That is a notably
So it'll stay where it's at.
notably good. I think I'm gonna hold on to this Phantom Flip. Does patrol? What does patrol mean? I can't do the main scheme.
He's got guard, right?
But he's also got patrol because of the symbiote environment.
I think it's the main scheme.
Okay, so I can technically pull off of this one, which is actually what I want, so that it transfers to the indirect damage.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Okay. We've got some ideas. I'm going to play Jocasta.
Nice.
Ding! And I'm going to put a defense event, which is Defiance. Under Jocasta, I can play that from my hand.
Dig it.
You want to heal? We got nothing else to do with Nightmares.
Sure. If I don't die by 1, we'll be very happy that we did that.
And then I'll pass the turn.
All right. Ooh, I got a heater. If we survive. First things first. Thread on.
Jocasta needs to do something too. I'm going to do 2 thwart here. Off of this guy.
Okay.
And then, And then...
I put 2 thread on. 2 thread on both? Is that how it goes?
2 thread on everything, yeah. But then I pulled 2 off, so that should be where it was.
Yeah.
So we're now at 20?
Yeah.
Here?
Out of 22.
So we'll at least switch to this one.
Yep.
Which means we don't take random more threat. Great. Okay, so all the early stuff is done. Now we do the attacky. He heals, of course.
Yeah, so he tries to attack me and fails because he's stunned.
Proud we are of all of them.
Then he's attacking you.
Uh-huh. And so then 2 indirect damage to me. And then we've got 2 from the Thrall. And Jocasta's standing.
I've got a blocker and Nick Fury if you need my body.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and defend against this. We're going to use Defiance to get rid of his boost card. So you can just toss that one aside.
Okay.
And then that's going to trigger Hard to Ignore removes 1 from the main. Yay!
Okay.
We're also going to draw a card from Unflappable. We're not done yet. We're also going to Web Bracelet because we used a Defiance. And then we're going to spend 2 for a Ghost Kick. After I use a basic power, deal 6.
Come on now. You're going to kill him on defense, aren't you? It's going to be beautiful.
Oh, I can't hard to ignore, I guess, because I'm patrolled.
You're easier to ignore.
Easy to ignore with Symbiotic Thrall. I guess I can attack with the thing. And then I stand up for the response, etc.
This is a tough standard encounter.
Yeah, it's a hard one. And then he takes 2 from Retaliate and whatnot. Did you get that already?
Daniel was saying apparently patrolling stops thwarting. Hard to ignore would still work.
Great, love it. We'll just play the rules as we like them.
What'd you ask if I had?
Did you take 2 off for Retaliate, etc.?
I didn't.
Yeah, let's do that.
Down to 3.
Symbiotic Thrall.
Lord have mercy if he tries to punch you again. You want me to block with Nick?
It's just 2 damage, right?
He's going away.
Oh, wait, and then at the end of the activation, this moves to the lowest.
And take 2 indirect.
And take 2 indirect. Right.
I feel like I may as well use Nick, okay?
Yeah, it's fine. I could also Jocasta this.
I just feel like he's going away either way.
Yeah, true.
So
yeah.
we'll need Nick. Okay.
And does guard stop the super kick also? Or is that just you can't attack? Is that what that says? Or
That's
something?
technically an attack that card, eh?
Thrall has guard, yeah. Okay, so the attack
so we'll
card.
put 6
back on and we'll kill the Thrall, I guess. Sure.
Which is fine.
Okay. And so then Nick is technically in play. He didn't have to block that.
Yeah. So if we get an attack here, he will have something to do. So my cards first.
Yeah.
We get a Thrall and an improvised weapons attached to the villain. Amplify 1. You can spend hero action, spend 1 of each type to discard it.
Caught off guard. Just got an upgrader support. I control. Plenty there. Plenty of good options. How about Night Nurse?
She gone. Okay. So then
Back to us.
end of the phase.
As far as I know. Yeah.
Passes to you. 9 health to go. Can they do it?
I know you can, right? Surely. We gotta get rid of this Thrall, and then...
It is helpful. me see how many I'm going to do. Your helicarrier.
I can give it to you if you need it. I can also I'll take 2 helicarriers and make it where it's impossible to lose if we cannot clear this guy this turn.
So
I've got 2 damage on tap.
2, 2, and then what am I doing? 3.
Oh, was Night Nurse discard herself? Is she a uses card or something? Sure, we'll get rid of hard to ignore. Why is it all so different? That's why I don't understand. If you don't have 9, it's fine. We've got another moment here.
I think I'm 1 damage short.
Like this 1 damage?
No, so like, let's say you did 2 here. I do 2 here.
I'm at 1 attack.
Oh, I thought you were
Because
talking
of the
about
bracers.
Jacasta as well.
Oh yeah, I could do both of it there. Yeah.
So if I do this, he's gone. And then I can do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which gets him to 1. Which means when he attacks you, he goes.
And block the attack, he goes, but like that's also risky. Are you using a helicarriers?
That would be me using a helicarrier.
Okay.
Now I can give you a helicarrier.
Yeah.
Let me see what I can. If I give you a helicarrier, what I can get done.
Yeah. See what happens. Can you get him within 2 or maybe?
Are you still doing damage here, V?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
2. If I give you my helicarrier, then I get him down to 4.
Reasonable. So the question we have to ask ourselves is: your helicarrier is worth 5 threat.
And you don't stand when you do your thing or something.
I can go 3 damage. Yeah, by standing. We can do it that way.
Let me make sure this checks out.
Yeah.
You do 2. I do 2. If I use 1 helicarrier in this instance, then I do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total.
All right, I'm at 9 here. That should be it.
So I think we can get a.
All right, well let's.
I like that plan better.
Let's activate it. All right, I will start as the first player.
And it's like perfect damage.
1 damage to Symbiotic Thrall, and I will respond with a Phantom Flip after I use a basic power to remove 5 threat from a scheme.
Okay.
Let's keep this one the lowest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep taking that damage.
Okay.
Okay. And if I take indirect damage, I die, but you should be able to figure that out. So then we stand, ready, etc., etc. I also have a free helicarrier if that's interesting to you.
Oh, that could get interesting.
That is interesting.
Keep doing your thing.
Jacasta is going to fight the good fight for 1 damage on Symbiotic Throw.
Okay. You want to kick him in the teeth with your Ghost Spider?
How about 1 to...
It'd be funny if I just was totally... couldn't do any of the
It
things
would
I
be
said.
funny, wouldn't it?
Okay, let's play Spider-Man, Peter Parker, with the power in all of us and a web shooter. And then let's punch here for 2. Let's punch here, doing 3.
They really feel like they're working together, don't they?
I do love it. He stands. He's going to punch for 2 more, down to 3 health. Check this out. This is a great play. I'm going to use a helicarrier.
Yeah, beware.
Let's use your helicarrier.
Yeah,
Play a Throg. The real hero of the campaign. He's tough. He's going to swing for 3 damage.
Off of that boot camp?
Boom.
Oh, that's sick, man.
Throg went to boot camp. He trained up. He got those frog muscles pumping. And then he smacked down the Green Goblin from the chopper. He hopped out of the helicarrier.
Let's go. I like that. Yeah. Nice Throg finish. I haven't seen that in a while. Probably not ever.
Just look at him go. I love Throg. He's a little green.
Yeah,
he's
the idea
hilarious.
is he's a frog, but he's a Thor frog, and that's why he's called Throg.
That's right. Yeah.
Is he like a god of some kind?
So the whole theme of Thor in this universe is whoever is worthy can wield the hammer and have the power of the god of Thor, which is how Odin's son gets the power.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Which is also how Jane gets the power.
So Thor is basically like Venom, but you have to be worthy rather than infected.
That's right. Yeah. Let's just look at this. People want us to see stage 3 of Venom Goblin. 3 scheme, 3 attack. So it's bad. Retaliate 1.
That's annoying.
Stalwart, tough. When revealed, deal 3 face down encounter cards to each player. Reign of Terror. After Venom Goblin activates against you, move the glider counter to the main scheme with the least threat. Place 1 threat on that scheme and resolve its special.
Yeah, cool. Yeah,
now that is a heroic 1 challenge worthy.
What was the villain that had the cards that you got a ton at the very beginning? I think it was.
It was Goblin.
Right when you flipped him, it was Goblin. So that's kind of the idea. He gets crazy.
It just a bunch all at once, and then if you survive, it goes a lot better for you.
Okay, interesting.
People asking for final thoughts on the campaign. So one of the things I kind of said earlier that I want to reiterate.
Are you ready to zoom out?
Yeah. That I feel like was happening in this whole campaign, even the scenario, is that instead of the campaign just telling us you can't do anything, it was giving us mountains to climb, and it was giving us tools to make us feel like we were awesome. That's such a different vibe than like you just can't do the thing you're trying to do.
Yeah, man. It's the best a campaign has felt, for sure. Like the whole do the campaign tracker and get boons and banes on the respective sides. Coming into this feeling awesome, like you said, having these helicarriers, that was a cool touch. Yep. Like sudden helicarrier. It's like, oh, well, yeah, anybody can use that. That's cool. And it's very thematic that's happening. The planning ahead thing is really, really smart. Yeah. Love that.
I also think if this is how a newer player's campaign went, where the first 4 are like pretty reasonable, and like as long as you're hipping with it, it might take you a try or 2, but you could get through it. And then hitting this is the finale, which is there's a lot going on, and it's very hard. I could see getting to this point in the campaign with a group. Everyone's really bought in. You fail, and it's like, we got to try that again.
Yeah.
And we got to try that again. And then you start learning how to get good at the game, so to speak. But I think that's way better than like scenario 1 or 2. Waboom. I also think
pretty good final boss.
These decks and these heroes, even the pre-builds, could make it to the finale. I don't think they would necessarily win the finale very often as built, but like they could at least get there and make you realize like, oh, I should look at other, like expand my collection or do that kind of a thing. So I think weirdly this is the best campaign for introducing the game to people.
It's probably the best campaign. Straight up,
that we've experienced. And I loved I kept seeing cards all the way throughout this campaign that were like, if you're in expert mode, do this. And I like that so much. Like beyond just 3 extra expert cards and a little tougher villain, having all those little levers built in throughout, I think is really good. Because if it's too easy for people, they can just flip that switch and it's not over. Like the heroic always felt like, not always. After enough time with heroic, it was just kind of like the challenge felt similar.
Yeah. You're just getting dumped on and you hope the randomness is on your side.
Yeah. And like at scale, the problems become too similar. Like, because it's like, oh, there's going to be a lot of minions I have to deal with. There's going to be a lot of attacks I have to deal with. There's going to be a lot of advancing I have to deal with. So, like, you just have to do all of the things very well.
What's weird about the downside of this campaign in terms of the campaign setup itself, I don't know if I can't really point to it because it's not particularly complex. But man, it felt like they were really engaged in timing windows in this one. And maybe it's because I was playing Ghost Spider. We actually have to have a stack. Like you respond to a response with this ability, and then this is after that activation. This is after you use a basic power. This is after you resolve a response or an interrupt. And a lot of times that's after you use a basic power. You respond to responding to an interrupt.
And you're playing protection, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of your stuff is in reaction to a moment happening. It's not like queue up what you're doing on your turn and play it out.
But it's also, I think there's more, and this is how you can create a more probably flavorful experience. We run into this not just in this campaign, but in the campaigns or the scenarios that we've seen leading up to this, how many things we like are prone to miss. And like we're probably averagely attentive players. Yeah. Like even on stream and trying to keep it tidy, like we are kind of like blowing through a lot of this stuff because we're like excited about what we want to do on our turn. Yeah. So I imagine there's a ton of triggers missed in all of this stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's like you have the mixture of this ability is slightly different from 1 to 2. So like it's easy to like be like, oh, it's the same. I read it. Like it looks like the same text. But then it's like after a thing activates, a thing happens. And then this thing happens, but it happens differently if this other thing has happened.
Yeah.
So there's these chaining if statements that we're seeing more of in these scenarios and Sinister Motives that I think can lead to some like kind of getting lost in the weeds moments.
It was definitely a lot.
It felt like a lot, even though when I think about it, is it really a lot? I don't know. There's a lot of text. Some of them had a lot of text on the board. But what else are you going to do, right? How many ways can you write a 3/2 minion that says, attacks the player, right? You have to add text to make things work.
And I think that's the reality of if you play this game all the time, it's probably not very complex.
Yeah.
And if you play through this campaign multiple times, like that's part of the...
You kind of get the flow of it.
Yeah, the mechanics of the game. But I understand what you're saying. I think between timing windows and amount of text and amount of weird moments to trigger, and then where it really gets all the little nuance is what we're seeing now, which is like that one card. I get the difference in making it say printed, but like that just seems needlessly complex to me.
Yeah.
And even the like the keywords that don't tell you what they do on here.
Steady and stalwart.
And then also like the little differences where it's like the hard to ignore isn't the same thing as thwarting, isn't the same thing as there's something else we run into where there's like a keyword where
patrol stops you from thwarting from the main scheme, but thwart events I guess aren't thwarting or something like that.
Yeah,
I still don't know.
Well, and there was the thing that got me was having a confused token doesn't make you confused.
Right. If you're steady...
The state of being confused is being confused, right?
Yeah, you have the card, but you have to have 2 to have the status, basically. So I was like, well, I mean, and again, it's one of those things. It's like, as a game's going to go on for the next X number of years, there's only so much. It's not going to be the simple core set Marvel Champions, because what do you do? How many times can you play those numbers?
Yeah, and I do think that the grand question... I enjoyed this campaign a lot. It's my favorite campaign so far. I love the Spider-Man setting, though, and I love these heroes a lot.
What was the first campaign? It feels really forgettable.
The first villain?
No, the first campaign.
Oh, it was Red Skull.
Oh, yeah, I remember that with Environment Man, slimy guy.
Who was this Environment Man?
Sand. He turned into different environments.
What was his name? He was the second campaign.
Chameleon? No.
He was trying to delay you?
Yeah. He was just wasting your time. He was like made of water or something, and it was weird.
What was his name?
Snowman.
I don't remember his name.
But that one didn't feel like a joined together campaign like this did. But it had some of the best scenarios, I think. It had some fun scenarios.
Like the independent scenarios? Yeah. Absorbing Man.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing that I'm kind of curious about, question of the day, if you're playing Champions, now or in the future, you can leave a comment, is I agree that the complexity curve has to go up for this game to continue expanding without it just feeling very samey, which some of the scenarios started feeling that way.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I got it. But that game is not 100% like the game that you get out of the core set. It's at a different scale. So I would be curious if the increase in complexity curve and text and triggers and differences and nuance between printed resource, like this, all those little things getting added, is a positive for you or a negative?
Yeah, that's a good question. I also, if I'm just really thinking about
Crossbones, Absorb Man, Taskmaster, Zola, Red Skull.
Yeah, those were good encounters, right?
Good
like
times.
those. Here's really the thing, though. Here, just think about this is my own psychology, probably more. Is like if I were playing Marvel Champions just as I wanted to with a friend or two, so not you obviously, but like a friend. I think I would actually not even want to play the campaigns. It feels like a lot of tracking and a lot of things to keep up with for like an okay result.
Yeah.
I think like at this point in the game, if I had all the modular sets,
yeah,
I would just use a random villain and shuffle 2 or 3 modulars in and see what happens.
Yeah.
Every single time I would do that.
And like there are some villains that I would do that a lot with, like Kang.
Yeah.
I really liked Kang. There was the one what was after the Red Hood or the Hood?
Oh, the Hood was awesome. Yeah, Hood's awesome.
That's the perfect mix in random scenarios.
Yeah.
Even some of these things, like some of the worst cards that we just faced in this encounter set were in the modular set.
Yeah.
So you could switch that up and it'd be a totally different experience.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's kind of like want the epic nature of the story to exist from like random modular sets creating insane things that nobody's writing for me, but they're just like happening. So that's kind of, it's just a worthwhile note, I think, that if I were playing Champions for real on like a weekly basis, I would just choose a random villain every single time. I don't think I'd ever be drawn to play a campaign. I'd play through it once and then that'd probably be it.
That's exactly what I would do. I think I would experience the campaign once, but very rarely am I like... It's not like Arkham where I could see the appeal of doing campaigns because there's multiple...
Yeah.
In Arkham, there's multiple story branches. Mm-hmm. Right? Even just the Carcosa Conviction versus Doubt result, I think, is really interesting. These are lighter on the story, I think, intentionally, but I agree with you on that. Yeah. But it was fun.
It feels like a cool thematic way to get a bunch of new villains in modular sets, and then like now go have fun, do a little Venom Goblin with like dinosaurs in it, and like see how that plays.
T-Rexes, because that does exist. Reminder before we get out of here: Spider-Verse, Spider Tokens. If you're watching this live, if you're watching this later, if you're watching it later, you may have already missed out. And if you don't want to miss out on this kind of stuff in the future, hit our text list. Otherwise, head to the website, pre-order these. We're going to be making it based on exactly how much was ordered. And
we only have a few left, realistically, because we do have to hit minimums.
Yeah, they're like you make them in certain quantities, right?
Yeah. So like we might have like 5 boards left or something.
Yeah.
Or 10 token sets or something. So you may have a chance, but ultimately the only way to actually make sure you get anything is just get that pre-order in. That's mainly for the live crowd like you're talking about. I think that might be shut off today. So, got to do it now. Quick.
Bromby asking, what's the plan for next Monday? Are you doing
I think we're off
Monday?
next Monday. Yeah. We got the schedule. You want to pull up the schedule? Does Bryce have the schedule?
We post the schedule on social usually over the weekend.
Boom. There it is.
No stream.
We've got Flesh and Blood tomorrow, the last one before the Pro Tour, so you're going to get ready to beat Prism.
Then I'm gone.
Good luck. Then I'm going to be doing a solo sorcery conversation with Simon Swan of the community manager, marketing director, I think, over there for sorcery. This can be super fun. I can't wait to talk more about sorcery. We're going to catch up with them. Flesh and Blood TCG next week. You're coming back for the Pro Tour. You're going to give us all the hot scoops. We've got a really cool Ashes Reborn stream. Does it say it up there? Does it say what that is?
Playing with the new decks, man.
We're playing with the new decks. That's right.
Open to Mona.
And then Lord of the Rings, we keep the journey going next Thursday.
Onward and upward.
And then you're gone again weeks after that, and so then I'm going to do some solo stuff.
Yep. Going to Star Wars Celebration.
Worth noting, Moby, love your music, saying, that's how I've been playing lately, just random mods. The campaigns are pretty boring after the first time, so doing random mods. Walk Dog are the same. That's how we play. Campaigns only once, then for random villains, random modulars, we make our own campaign from random villains strung together. 100%. Joshua Trevino, that's the way I play Marvel Champions, shuffle villains and encounter sets. Yeah. So people are doing this.
So we've been playing all wrong.
Yeah, we should just be shuffling together.
Well, at some point after I get back from my travel, I'm gonna have to do that.
We'll just do a little shuffle. Yeah. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for being a part of this. We are so pleased to be able to do it and play Marvel Champions. Given the new format, we're going to switch to something different on Mondays. So we'll be back for Marvel Champions when the next box hits. I imagine the Arkham box probably hits before the next Marvel Champions box.
I think someone just said they literally just announced that next.
Did they
Arkham
really?
box.
What do they got going on?
But maybe not.
You accept a cookie. I always reject cookies. You just accepted cookies.
I accept them all over town.
I accept everything.
Yeah.
And if we get enough new hero packs, we might do a little one-off Marvel Champions, check out the new heroes, that kind of thing.
On that note, we did charge for the next pack, and they seem to be, I don't know if this is permanent, but they're putting 2 out at the same time. So if you're a Marvel Champions character pack subscriber, we actually just charge you once. It's 1 shipping, 1 charge. That is going to actually save money on the shipping costs that you normally pay.
Ship those together, yeah.
Yep. So if they're coming out at the same time, we will do that. If they're separated, I think it happened, they were separated by like a week or 2 once, and we didn't combine those. That's just not, the process doesn't work for that. But all that said, I think someone said that the one after that, it's also going to be 2 at the same time for some reason.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Well, luckily, they're definitely saying how that's going to work in the future. So we definitely know what to expect.
If you sign up for a subscription, we take care of all that. And if you are signed up for a subscription,
perfect. Just lay it up, slam it in.
Thank you for doing that. That's the only reason we can do everything we're doing day to day, week to week, and all the big picture stuff we're working on in the background. So thank you for doing that. And if you're not signed up, check it out. We'd love to have you.
Check it out. Take care, everybody. last call for spider boards, and we'll see you next time. Keep your eyes on Mondays. I think some of you will really dig what we got coming up. Take care.